Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to have you back to Mary's Little House, Mary's Little House of Centerville, Illinois. It's so grateful to have you. We're surrounded by beauty here. Yes, it's in the midwinter, but it's so lovely. Uh, the the animals are still out there. I saw a whole line of turkeys, of wild turkeys, feeding on right across from the shrine, just above us here. A cornfield when you come out of the shrine, the National Shrine of Our Lady of the Snows in Belleville, which is we're just below that. I could walk up the back path, Mary's path, to be on the shrine up the bluff. We're below the shrine, on the bottom of the bluff, but in the cornfield there for 2 or 3 nights. After adoration, I saw these turkeys. They're just all lined up. They're eating the remainders of a harvested cornfield right across the street from the shrine. There's so many other beautiful things. Oh, we have a new resident at Mary's Little House, a very vagrant one. But I opened the door today when I was going out into the garage. The kitchen door goes into the garage, and I heard some noise. I said, maybe a bird's in here. Got caught in the garage because I have the door open for Skittles to come in. And but then I looked down at Skittles' food dish. There was no every pellet of food was gone, and Skittle wasn't around. I knew he didn't come home for to stay with us in the garage there in his bed. Something else ate it. Was it a possum? Was it a raccoon? Then I looked around. I heard that sound again, and there in the back window, silhouetted in the back window, was a little mid-sized cat, all hair. I could just see the silhouette. I couldn't see what color or anything, and it was all prickly and all scruffy. I called our new kitty Scruffy. I don't know if it's a female or a male, but that's been this mysterious creature that was eating Skittles' food. So anyways, Scruffy, I haven't seen him really good, but he's coming to have some shelter and have a big meal here at Mary's Little House. So we have Marigold, which is our Himalayan flame point, Peanut, our dog, and Skittles, and Scruffy here at Mary's Little House. Okay, I just wanted to talk to you about women in the church, women in the world. It's the women who are going to change the world. Our Blessed Mother is the blessed among women, and did she change it when she said her yes in love and surrender to the Father, to his messenger, the angel Gabriel. Let it be done to me according to thy word. And salvation came to the world. Jesus became flesh in her. She was a woman. It was through a woman that salvation came. And do you know what? Today it's through a woman too that salvation came. The reason why that salvation will come, the reason why I say that in the first reading for the feast of Saints Timothy and Titus, bishops, St. Paul's letter to these two young bishops that he just treats like sons, he mentions how Timothy got his faith. Listen to this. Listen to this. I find myself thinking of your sincere faith which first belonged to your grandmother Lois and to your mother Eunice, and which I am confident you also have. Do you see what St. Paul is doing? He's attributing the faith that Timothy has. Timothy, who was one of his young bishops, one of the first bishops in the church. I mean, this is in first century. I mean, St. Paul's alive. Some of the other apostles are alive still. This is really early. To women, to Lois, his grandmother, and to his mom Eunice. Paul knew these women. And so what I'm trying to say is women are the conveyor of the faith, a silent transmitter of the faith. and I just celebrated in my reflection today, in my daily reflection. Thank you, Lois and Eunice. Thank you for your faith, and thank you all women who hand down, and grandmas and favorite aunts who hand down the faith to your children, to your child, to your grandchild, to your niece, to your nephew. So I just want to celebrate women. It's going to be through women. I just see it. I just see even this abortion issue. It'll be through women. They will choose not to have abortions. They will choose to help their sisters to, and they already are doing it in mass, a large amount. They're already. I could see our medical doctors, the medical profession, even professional professions have accepted abortion. It's corrupting our very practice of medicine. We're calling preventive care, which means preventive care from diseases. We're calling pregnancy a disease, which is a big lie. That's healthy to be pregnant. It's healthy. It's not a disease. It's a big lie. That's what this Health and Human Services, this big lie to mandate this as a preventive to prevent this preventive maintenance or whatever. Anyway, that's a big lie. Pregnancy is not a disease, and they're mandating it as if it were. But I see women. We're all hot and bothered now. We're going to lose our religious freedom, and we have to fight. Yes, we will if we don't. If we lay over and don't fight it. But it's going to be by prayer. It's going to be by loving those who are in error. I can see every woman in the world could come and talk to their gynecologist, talk to their doctor, and talk to them not in a confrontive way, and ask them, do you refer abortions? Do you do abortions? Well, of course, if they say yes, and God bless them for their honesty, we can't go to them. They've lost their credibility, because if they don't treat all of the children unborn as persons, how could they treat your baby in your womb, or your potential your future babies? How could they treat? They can't. You can't say over here, well, I'll send you to this. I don't do abortion, but I'll refer. But to talk to them and say, oh, doctor, I'm sorry that you're there. I pray that you will see every baby as a human person and not to prescribe these contraceptives that are abortifacients. I pray. But when you do come back, when you are converted, I will come back to you. You may be my doctor again. I will trust your word that you don't do these things. Well, that would help the medical community. But there's even the non-doctors who don't do abortions. There's a complicity there. There's sort of a tolerance there. And the doctors and the nurses, we're all mixed up there. We have to stand clearly and sharply for life, every life, and respected in everyone, not just those who are coming to us as patients, are them as patients. But the women could just change these doctors by their love, their sweetness, even if they are in error and that you have to leave their practice until they get back on track. Stop prescribing these abortifacients. Stop referring abortions. Stop doing abortions. Stop working in a legal, a medical situation where there are people that are aborting it, that you're sort of, well, they're aborting over here. But to be clear and wash the blood off their hands in the complicity that many doctors find themselves in. But the women can lead the way just by talking to them sweetly and kindly. No arguing, please, but only to stand in the truth. Look at Saint Agnes there. She was 12 years old. She withstood the state. Here we are threatened, but with this mandate to as Catholics and our insurance and everything. Everybody's threatened to, whether they're Catholic or not, they have insurance that has these things in it for abortifacients and for contraception and for sterilization process. All of these preventive reproduction things. They call it it's just a big lie because it's not a disease. Abortion is not a disease. Pregnancy is not a disease. So I could just see women just humbly going to their doctors, and the doctors will think the nurses and the staff outside, they will know why you're leaving, not in a kind way, not in an way, but a kind and sweet way. I could see them change, all the women, to tell them how they feel and what they want of the doctor, their integrity, that every person is, every little person, tiny as they are in the womb, are persons with all the rights of a human person that we have, the born ones. Okay, I see women standing at the clubs, at the strip clubs, just in their modesty and their love for those up there who are being so terribly used and so vulnerable and so hurt, and their love for the people watching them, just by being there, by being standing there in the beauty of their woman and their modesty and in their non-confrontingness, but overcoming everything by love. I see women saying, "Hon, we've been practicing birth control, but this is not right. We might be abortifacients and all this other stuff, and was not, even if it's just not right. We're not giving each other the 100 on 100. We're holding back this great gift of our fertility. There's other ways to do that. Let's do it, hon. Let's do it, honey. Let's go. Let's learn natural family planning. Let's be totally given to each other." And the contraceptive mentality flies away, and romance comes back to the marriage. I just see women just transforming the schools and the medical profession, the pornography and everything, not by being raging, but just by being women totally and completely, and calling men to deep respect for them. Oh, I am very excited. And about that law, that mandate, well, she stood up against the Roman imperial power, against Diocletian and all, and she overcame by love. She overcame the evil of denying her faith and of unfaithfulness to her vow of virginity. She did it, and you women can too. Eunice and Lois did. Our Blessed Mother got it all started. She's a blessed among women. Oh, she is calling you, and all the world needs your yes to God, the complete gift of yourself to Him, in the love as a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as an aunt to love with full integrity, with full love. God bless you.